The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on WildCard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chargers and the Dolphins under the lights on Sunday night.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Throwing to start here is Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Tua going to throw. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Now Tua. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Edmonds will score. Touchdown, Miami. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown on the run.
and Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes it at the 7. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Watch out for Hill on the return. Shifts by him. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are. And let's face it, every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the number 1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams. They're going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Two and now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Tua. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Tua now, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 73 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
The penalty is declined.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Possession switching back now to the Chargers. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. Tressway on fourth down is sent out to punt. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. They'll run with Edmonds again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 85 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. L.A. readies for its next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
After 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Herbert. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. And now the punter, Tressway, as he sends this one away. Now Hill to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 44, Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Second down and another run with Edmonds. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Tua sets up to pass it. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Chase Edmonds with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Chargers offense back onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Play action. Now it's Tua. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. On play action, here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Chris Rumpf coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Tua now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw here. And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now Herbert following the turnover. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got an open man. It's Foster. Touchdown, Chargers. from 17 yards out. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And down right near the 25, able to break through that initial contact, got him some extra yardage. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. Complete. It's Henry. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers ready to take over.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense.
And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Rumph able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Tua going to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete, right around the 8. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one will fall. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one. From the 29, Herbert. Drops it underneath to Spiller. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Herbert back to the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramsey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. The last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wildcard Weekend. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And you can see the result there. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if things continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Ramsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
They run behind center with Spiller. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
We always talk about the guy that carried off the play, don't we? Caught it or ran it. How about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the option right, Herbert. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Able to slither by. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And able to get it here to about the 16 yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Here's Tua. That's going to... Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. On play action, here's Tua. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now what a first down pickup of 8. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Tua now on first down. And caught by Henry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. On the handoff, Spiller. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On first down, Justin Herbert. This is Smith with a grab. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running right, this is Spiller. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Left side, Doyle with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running left, here's Edmonds. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Tua to throw again. Touchdown, Dolphins! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they've faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wildcard game.
It feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook as a drill. They're pretty darn good.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drives. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 43. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a give to Edmonds. Uses the spin. Down inside the 40. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. But it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being thumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive. From midfield, here's Tua.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st and 10, Herbert over the middle to Smith. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, the completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Working with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Herbert. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Herbert on 1st down now. Complete. Smith has it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. To the air again, Herbert. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Chargers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Spiller. A little juke. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he's got it. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff up the middle. Forbes. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Edmonds. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 99 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.